The Criterium du Dauphiné, the Philly Classic. Some good news, some bad news, and plenty of tech. It's the GCN weekly news show. We've been home from the Giro d'Italia for only a week now, and already talk is turning to the Tour de France, as most of the big contenders are currently flexing their muscles at the Critérium du Dauphiné. It's a mountainous route this year, mimicking the difficulty of the Tour de France route later this month. Even the sprint stages feature some tough climbs, but there's only one all-category mountain top finish. The only truly flat day is the time trial on stage 4, but it's short at only 32 kilometres, so will have a limited effect on the overall classification. Froome, Contador, Rodriguez and Valverde are all lying in wait. Who do you think is going to strike first? And who do you think is going to take the overall victory? Personally, I can't actually decide between Chris Froome or Alberto Contador, but I can't wait to find out what happens. David Veilleux of Team Europe car certainly made a big impression on stage 1. Having been in the breakaway all day, he soloed to an impressive win, taking the stage by 2 minutes and the first yellow jersey. Elia Viviani of Cannondale Pro Cycling took an impressive sprint win on stage 2. He was one of the riders we followed closely at the Giro d'Italia as he attempted to dethrone Mark Cavendish.
Yesterday I see the pink jersey in my eyes, but only Kev not make me for this sprint, this reality, no? Today I hope for the pink jersey, but it's very, very difficult.
Now we're off out to the Dauphiné this week, so we'll be bringing you the inside line from the race. From Tour contenders to the current Tour champion, an official but perhaps unsurprising statement last week from Team Sky confirmed that Bradley Wiggins will not take the start of the Tour de France in 2013. After his premature withdrawal from the Giro d'Italia, a race he'd publicly stated was his aim for the year, a result of a chest infection and a loss of confidence, he's also developed a knee injury that has subsequently kept him off the bike. Dave Brailsford, the team principal of Sky Pro Cycling, has now confirmed that Wiggins will no longer be considered for selection for the Sky Pro Cycling Tour de France team. This raises some interesting questions about Wiggins' future. William Fotheringham, the cycling correspondent of the Guardian newspaper, wrote a piece last week calling into question the entire future of Wiggins' cycling career, partly as a result of the strength and depth at Team Sky, and partly as a result of Wiggins himself. I'm inclined to agree that big questions will now be asked. I can't see an easy way back for Bradley Wiggins to challenge again at Grand Tours. But what about Paris-Roubaix? This is a race that Wiggins has previously stated that he is interested in winning, and if he did, he would be the first Grand Tour winner to win Paris-Roubaix since Bernard Hinault in 1981, which is perhaps a slice of history that just may interest Bradley Wiggins. We reported from back at the Giro d'Italia that Cadel Evans of Team BMC was racing on a new, unmarked BMC frame. Well, just 2 days after the Giro d'Italia finished, the covers officially came off the Team Machine SLR-01. Aerodynamics haven't been taken into consideration. Instead, the BMC engineers have shaved the weight down to just 790 grams for the frame, while increasing the stiffness by a massive 25%. Not only did Cadel ride this to a podium place at the Giro d'Italia, but over in the US, his teammate TJ Van Garderen notched up its first win at the Tour of California. Eagle-eyed viewer Dave2402 noticed on our Giro d'Italia rider's reaction video that we'd inadvertently filmed a new Bell aerodynamic road helmet. We've got no more details as yet, but it was a nice spot, Dave. It certainly looked pretty cool. Now, what do you think about aero road helmets? Are you used to them yet? Do you wear one? Would you wear one? Let us know in the comments section down below. According to the Dutch newspaper The Telegraph, the American electronics manufacturer Belkin has signed up to be the new title sponsor of the Blanco team, formerly Rabobank, in time for the Tour de France. Although an official announcement hasn't been made as yet, this is great news for pro cycling. The withdrawal of longtime sponsor Rabobank sent shockwaves through the sport, and Blanco's search for a replacement has been well documented. It'll be interesting now to see whether the new American sponsor will seek to change what has always been the flagship Dutch team. In the US, the Philly Cycling Classic attracted a strong field this year, despite dropping to only a UCI ranked 1.2. At the end of a grueling 193 kilometres, with 10 ascents of the infamous Moniac Wall, it was Kiel Reijnen of United Healthcare who took an impressive victory. We'll leave you with Tweet of the Week from Alex Howes of Garmin Sharp, who posted just before the Dauphiné. I love Switzerland, but damn this rain. I can't trust anywhere this green. And as a resident of the UK, I can't argue with that. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
If I'm heading out on a 4-hour training ride, then I tend to take out with me 3 energy bars and a couple of gels. If you want to be able to ride your bike and eat at the same time, it's a good idea to prepare your energy gels